This is the story of a boy. This boy name is Alan Johnson, and Half-Inch takes him. And the place where he goes is completely deserted. There is no one around. And when he is acting, then he sees two girls. Actually, these girls have forgotten their way. He says, "Can I help you in some way?" And he goes to both of them. Their names are Christy and May. Dirty Run tells them the right way, and to guide them, he goes on the journey ahead with them, and when they reach far ahead, then Error says that I know another way, and I guarantee that you are going to have a lot of fun in that journey. And all three of them start moving ahead from the mountain passes. These paths are very narrow, and as they reach a little ahead, then Error tells them something from there. Seeing this, they get scared. They think that they have fallen. Then Ed calls from below because there is a lot of water below, and they also see both of them below, and after this, both of them. They also go down one by one, and they enjoy this game a lot. They enjoy in that pool for a long time, and then they come out of there. After coming out from there, they have to go ahead to hack the alarm and take the agriculture and science to their home and take a selfie with the album book, or we will meet again sometime, but Modi's party at our house tomorrow night, and you can also come, and after this Iron leaves from there. Well, now he is moving ahead through the mountain passes. He is enjoying this whole thing a lot, but the paths here are very narrow and very dangerous, and when he is going down from the very narrow hills, then there is a stone there, and he takes its support, but he goes with the stone. Due to this, he falls down, and that stone on which he had taken support falls on Run and his hand. Now Run's hand is stuck under a stone between two narrow hills. Although he is not hurt much, but his hand cannot come out from there now. He tries a lot to take his hand out, but all his efforts fail. And when he feels that his hand cannot come out from here, Megan and Christ start making loud noises, but his voice cannot go out from there because these are Sanskrit hills, and it is almost impossible to recognize the voice from here. That too in this desert, where there is no trace of any human animal or bird for miles. After this, Iron goes to his bank and takes out all the hiking stuff in his bag. He has to get out of here at any cost because he knows that there is probably no one here for many months. Now, the stuff that he has taken out from here has a small mic in it, and with the help of that mic, he tries to break the rock from the side, but it is a solid rock, and along with this, Ivan's right hand is stuck inside the rock. That is why he is having more difficulty in working with his left hand. But even then, Iron does not give up. He starts cutting it continuously, and during this, his mic falls down from his hand, and he cannot pick it up with his hand because it is far away from him. But still, somehow Iron pulls that knight towards himself, and once again he starts cutting the rock, but he is completely unsuccessful in this task, and the edge of his knife also ends completely, and now it is night, and it has been many hours since they are stuck here. He does not know how he can get out of here. That is why he keeps trying to get out of here, and now it has been 25 hours since they are stuck here, but Chinu does not find any way to get out. After this, he opens his camera and starts recording himself in it. He tells that I am stuck here for the last 50 hours, and no one knows that I am here because he has come here without telling anyone. He also tells that he has very little food and only 400 to 500 milliliters of water to drink. Now when he is recording everything, then he hears some sound from above, and he feels that there is someone there, and the virus starts screaming loudly from a distance, but his scream does not stop him. There is no use of shouting because there is no one there, and after a few hours, there is relief once again. Alb feels hungry, and he shows the leftover food items that he has, and then he remembers that Christy and Megan had invited him to a beer party tonight, and he starts imagining that party, and also talks to himself. Actually, it is very common to happen all this when you are alone, and he also remembers that moment when he was leaving his house on Saturday for acting. During that time his mom's call also comes, but he does not receive her call. He did not know that he is going last. If he had told her, then it could have been that he had reached here while searching for him. But no one knows where Iron is, and on the third day, i.e. Monday, Error forms a police. He finds the stone from the objects which is above his hand, and with the other part of the rope, he tries to lift that stone, but even after trying a lot, That stone does not move, after this and the rope. He tries to lift the stone with full force by putting the same end of the stone in his foot. But this time also, he does not succeed, and on the third day around 11 o'clock, the drinking water also ends, and the urine that comes, he fills it in his bottle, because if he does not get water, he will die, and now he will have to drink his own urine. He has nothing to do here. That is why he pays attention to small things. He cannot even move from this place. Sometimes some insects also come there, and if he wants to shoot and eat them, then he will have to wait for them to reach him. Along with this, Edison gets sunlight for only 15 minutes in a day in this mountain pass. After that, the sunlight goes away from there. Within 3 days, he becomes completely upset with hunger and thirst and this environment, and now he decides that he will cut his hand. He ties his hand properly from above, and whatever he does not have, he tries to cut his hand with it, but now his edge is gone. Due to which, the knife does not even cut the thin skin of his hand. This disappoints him, and he records in the camera that cheap Chinese tools are of no use, and in this way, another day ends and goes waste. He remembers his past days a lot. He remembers his family, his ex-girlfriend, and many friends. He is remembering all of them. Suddenly clouds gather in the sky and it rains very heavily. And the water near the house had finished till now. He fills water in the bottle, and the water gets accumulated in the mountain passes, where the iron is stuck, and gradually the level of water keeps on increasing, and he starts drowning in it, because gravity is less in water. That is why we can lift the heaviest thing easily. Now he goes inside the water and tries to lift the stone which comes on his hand, and after a lot of difficulties, he lifts that stone and his hand slips out from there. After this, the consumer goes to his car, sits in his car, and the can slips out. You all leave the national park, but it is all a dream. One is still stuck in that mountain pass and starts shouting loudly. It has been many days since he is here. It has been 4 days since Aron is stuck at this place, and this is his 5th day. That is why he also changes a lot. He talks to himself, makes commentary, and tells in it that if I had received my mom's call and she had known that I am going to this place, then perhaps I would not have regretted here today, and the post from where he had taken the hiking equipment did not tell him anything either. If he wanted to tell him something, then it was possible that he could have got his meeting report done and someone comes to find him here. But he tells his mom, Dad, that I love you very much, and he is recording all this because now he himself has to do something. The hope of getting out of here has been shattered. He is thirsty, he is hungry, he has no strength in his body, and this huge stone which he cannot use has stopped Iron's entire life in this mountain pass. Now Iron once again uses his hand and the knife whose edge is completely gone. This time he does not try to cut his hand with it, but starts inserting the front side of the knife inside his skin, and the knife reaches his bone. Blood starts flowing from it, but Iron is unable to do anything beyond this, and in this way 1 more day passes, and on the 6th day Iron has become very weak, and if he does not get out of here, then he will not be able to survive. And Ankita says that maybe this stone was waiting for me all my life. Since the time I was born, this mountain pass was waiting for me. My date is also probably this, and it was coming on the same rock, i.e., rest in peace, and his date of birth is visible, and his name is visible below, because now he is sure that now he cannot go back alive from here and there in the same way. He becomes exhausted. Next morning, i.e., on the 6th day, when he feels a little light, he feels some strange sensations, and in those sensations, he sees a child who is his future son, and he sees that he is playing with his child, and then suddenly a power comes inside him, and he starts moving his trapped hand to the opposite side and breaks the bread with his hand. And after this, he has sharpened the knife which he has, and slowly he starts cutting his hand, and in this way he separates his hand from his body, and today, on the 6th day after sacrificing his hand, Iron is able to free himself from this stone in this way. Before leaving from there, he takes a photo of his hand, and at the same time, which is still stuck in that stone. Abe comes out of this mountain pass with great difficulty, and after coming out, he sees that some rainwater is collected there. Anuj goes there and drinks a lot of water, because for the last 6 days, Aron has not eaten anything, and he drinks water properly. That's why he lives. He drinks water and then moves forward from there, and he also sees that ribbon flying in the sky, which he used to see every day from that mountain pass. Today, he himself has become like that railway, but even now it is not so easy to get out of the Cannon Mountain National Park because it is a very big crowd, but if he does not have self-power, he falls even after suffering from pain. And then he sees a family which is marking here, and he calls out, that person comes to him, and he calls the security for the help of the agent, and after this, there is a helicopter there, and from there, he is taken to the hospital in that helicopter. After some time, Aron becomes completely fine, and after seeing his questions, after 3 years, he meets a girl whose name is Jaizi, and both of them get married. And after this, there is a best friend whose name he does not know closely in these days, but even after that, and wherever he goes, he definitely knows where he is. And with this story is a true story. We hope you liked this story. Hope you liked my explanation. So do like the video and subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comment what you think about this movie. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.